KernCast 23.
And unfortunately here at home, because we had such a dry winter, the spring growing season started earlier, which means they'll be earlier to dry out, which will make a pretty nasty fire season for us here at home. So far, though, no red flag warnings or anything in effect. We are keeping a close eye on our weather, though, because we have our own share of pretty nasty winds here in the county. Here's a live look at our City of Tehachapi camera, and I love this picture. The light's still on, still very dark and early, but the sun is getting ready to rise, so we have a change in our color up there, and you can see just this fine layer of clouds that are kind of up against the mountains there. Those will clear out of the way. We're talking about a lot of sunshine today, but unfortunately a lot of wind as well. So you can see our camera is shaking a little bit. See how the lights are tossing there in the background? Very nasty winds starting up yet again by midday and lasting throughout the evening. Here in Bakersfield, our current temperature 62 degrees right now. Dew point humidity increasing a little bit, a little more moisture coming in off the ocean. Feeling very nice out there. And we just have a slight breeze here in Bakersfield from the north at 3 miles an hour. Yesterday was a warm one, but not too bad. We were up to 87 degrees, which is just above our average. Today looking very similar. Still a lot of nasty wind, but our temperature about 84 degrees. So just a little bit of cooling as we get ready for those 70s that are coming right around the corner. Here's a look at our water vapor, kind of showing you the story of what's happening here. See all this very warm, dry air? This northwesterly flow that's coming in off the ocean is increasing that moisture, also ushering in all those winds, but it's pushing that hot, dry air out of the way. So you can see that's where our humidities are increasing, but unfortunately also why we're seeing the gusty winds. We have a little bit of that cloud cover, as you can see it popping up right there and then clearing away. The marine layer down in Southern California, but everything else being cleared away by those winds, which are still very powerful. You saw the single digits here in Bakersfield, but 43 miles an hour into Mojave right now, 18 in Lancaster. At 4:30 this morning, Mojave was holding on strong at 60 miles an hour. So very gusty winds, continuing with our high wind warning for the mountain and desert locations here on the west side of the valley. That is a wind advisory for you. So the high wind warning in effect until at least 6 a.m. tomorrow morning for the mountains and deserts. Winds 25 to 40 miles an hour sustained, as you saw, still faster than that in Mojave at this hour. Gusts up to 75 miles an hour, so watch out for dangerous crosswinds on our highways, especially through the passes and down into the deserts. And your visibility could be affected due to blowing dust, especially in the deserts where that sand is getting kicked up, and all of the blowing dust on the west side of the valley near the recently plowed fields. There's our air quality climbing, but still in the moderate range, not too bad. It's 71 on the index. Your allergy cast 6.4 out of 12 there. So as we talk about our sunshine, all of our locations close to our average of 85, as you can see here in the valley. Everyone feeling very nice, but still breezy. Up in the mountains, all 70s there, except for Tehachapi, and everyone else down into the south, you're talking about those 60s. And with the winds out in the desert, they're cooling down to the 80s, but still 94 for both Ridgecrest and China Lake. So as we look ahead, the cooling continues. There's the 70s I promised you for Friday and Saturday. Everyone really cares about Memorial Day, 88 here in Bakersfield. In the Kern River Valley, 70s down to 60s this weekend, 83 for you on Monday. And in the mountains, of course, cooler, 60s today and tomorrow, 50s heading into the weekend. But your Memorial Day, beautiful at 73.
Ah, looks fantastic.
Isn't that great?
Thanks.